Dharma level 1. Prayer pose. Setting intention and dedication. Be receptive. All is within. May all beings be happy and free. Reach up and back. Forward fold. Right leg back. Knee down. Chest up. Plank pose. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra. Down dog. Right leg forward. Inhale up. Legs match. Forward fold. Inhale, rise up. All the way back. Prayer pose. Once again. Up and back. Forward fold. Hands down, left leg back, knee down, toes stay curled under, plank pose. Knees, chest and chin, cobra, down dog. Left leg, inhale, bring it forward. All the way up and back through heart center. Shiva series. Reaching all the way back, falling forward. Forward fold, hands down, right leg back. Lunge. Left leg, plank. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra, down dog. Left leg forward, warrior 1. Through to warrior 2, opening up to the side of the mat. Side angle, hands together. Nice long slow breaths. Reaching through and coming down. Right knee, 90-degree angles. Spinal twist. Bringing it back. Plank pose, knees, chest and chin to your cobra, bringing it back, down dog. Right leg, forward, warrior 1, bringing it up, hips square forward, open to 2. Side angle. Bringing it down. Right angles. Spinal twist. Bringing it back. Plank pose, knees, chest and chin, cobra, and down dog. Right leg forward, knee down, lunge. Coming forward, forward fold, all the way up and back. Heart. One more time. Other side. Back bend. Forward fold. Hands. Left foot. Knee down. Lunge. Plank. Knees, chest, and chin. Inhale forward. Progressing as you warm up. Down dog. This time right leg first. Forward to one. Warrior, hips face forward, arms up, shoulders down. To two. Opening up to that long end of the mat. Side angle. Bringing it down. Right angles, facing forward. Spinal twist. Forward and down. Plank pose. Knees, chest, and chin forward. Cobra. Down dog. Left leg. Forward. Warrior one. Warrior two. Side angle. Arm up overhead and down, knee. 90 degrees, up. Rotate. Spinal twist. Bring it back. And plank pose. Knees. Chest and chin, forward scoop, cobra, and downward dog. So, left leg moves first. We're in for that lunge and forward for fold. All the way up and back through the heart. Very nice. Standing poses. Arms up, fingers interlock, overhead, shoulders down, bend to the right. Look under the arm, up to the wrist, and maybe down. To the middle, reset those fingers. And to the other side, leaning out of the waist. Armpit, right wrist, down through the left, bring it back. And for good measure, all the way through, and with one standing balancing pose, we're going to balance on our left, bringing our right foot up, hand facing forward, fingers together, knees together, tuck in the core, pelvic floor, shoulders down. Nice amount of balance. Gaining grounding right side, shifting, pelvic floor, foot, hand, knees together, standing strong, finding focus. coming down for rabbit pose, which is preparation for a headstand. If you feel so inclined to move into a headstand, by all means. This is Dharma 1, no headstands. So, child's pose, rolling onto the crown of the head, gently pressing the shoulders away from the ears, and down. Rolling back to a shoulder stand. This morning, our shoulder stand being easy, supported by our arms and elbows, with 90-degree bend in the hips, feet up. Breathing naturally. No worries. Queen of all poses. As the body warms up and becomes stronger, we can get our hips higher and our body straighter. But for now, this is where we are. Ankle rotations. And to plow pose. We're going to be easy with our plow pose. Softly bend the knees if necessary. Drop the feet overhead, or falling more into a plow pose. Slowly we'll unroll from here, flat onto the ground, preparing for fish pose. Tucking the hands underneath the hips, elbows. We're coming up to, and maybe settling back down, chest up, feet together, head going back. And as you become more relaxed and flexible, the head may touch the ground. Chest stays up. We'll flatten out, bending the knees, placing the heels closer to the hips, getting ready for bridge pose. Elevating the hips, maybe interlocking the fingers, straightening the elbows, tucking the shoulders, progressively pressing the chest to the chin with the glutes up, hips up. Finding different ways to be active and relaxed here. Bringing it back down, preparing for a wheel. This is not necessarily time for full wheel as much as it is prep, finding our strength to the top of our head. And if you have more progressive postures, by all means, fingers coming back, rolling under, and if you have trouble, you can actually cup your hands and take them like this. So depending on your need, we place those hands, gather the hips towards bridge, and strengthen those arms and pop up onto the top of the head. And we'll hang out there for a few breaths. Building and gaining strength in the arms, and more flexibility for the spine. go ahead, let it down, hugging the knees, rocking back and forth, and taking hold of the right leg. Straight leg, bringing it in as close as possible, taking a few breaths there, and then bringing the forehead up. And then taking that big toe with your peace fingers and opening to the side as far as possible. Letting that out. Left leg. Softening the knee if you need, but best attempt at a straighter leg. Big toe out to the side. Back. Now, if you'd like to Jane Fonda with me, it's a welcome saying when taking the training. We're in a slight curvature of the body, toes pointing towards that back corner of the mat. We're on our hip. We're going to try to lift both of the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So singles. Try that double again. Hold it for 6 if you can. So to the other side, I'm holding myself forward as well. I can bring it down onto the elbow. See if that's any different to support our head. So again, lifting, doesn't go very far. And then, just to kind of check in, see what those leg lifts kind of feel like. And both again. Shaking it out and coming up. We're going to do forward fold. So make sure you stretch the hips back, heels away, arms up, exhale, full forward fold. So, depending on these forward folds, you may have to soften your knees, try and get the torso closer to the thighs before you flatten out. No worries. As you get further and further into your practice, you can reach further and further away from you. Up and back, tabletop with a Bastrika breath, which means a fast inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So fingertips away, bringing the feet in, hip width apart, and elevating those hips. Definitely clear you out. If you've been sick as I have been. Traditional flu. Boat pose, so finding tipping point, you can stay low, or you're looking for straighter angles, so same. Hanging out here for a few breaths of natural breathing, or that fast-paced breath. And one more tabletop. And elevate those hips. I know that was kind of an unknown amount of time for that Bastrika, but to your comfort, whatever that may be is fine. So, Janusarasana, haven't been using Sanskrit terms, but that straight leg with a bend. Tucked in close to the thigh, forward fold over that straight leg, maybe with a bend in that knee, and slowly working our way out. Up again, and to the other side. Again, bend if necessary, slowly working your way forward. So really hoping to make it all the way through without having to clear myself. But 'tis the season. So, diamond pose. So, not butterfly pose, which you can try. Feels good, bringing those feet in as much as possible, but we're going to extend to find the square or diamond in our legs, finding a way to connect our hands to our toes. Try to bring ourselves close, forehead towards feet. And over time, you should be able to get those feet behind that. But that will be for later. For now, you can just relax. They say that this pose looks like the Star of David from the top and is directly related to the heart chakra. So if you want to focus in on that area as you allow your hips to open up, you might find some more room. So after that, we're going to come up into a goddess squat. So whether or not you can simply make your way into it, putting your feet at an angle at the end of the mat, or standing up to give yourself some room coming into it. Elbows in, triceps, upper arms pressing against those knees, elevating the spine, sinking the hips down, hands at the heart. Maybe rock back and forth just a little bit. And we'll be making our way to our bellies for Cobra and Bow Pose. So, no transitions, fancy transitions here. And Dharma 1. To the floor, preparing for Cobra, fingertips underneath the shoulders. In this Cobra, a little maybe different from the other ones that you've had. Slowly go ahead and inhale, press your way up to the level that's comfortable, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Continuing to extend as far as possible. Bringing it down to rest, right angle, right knee, right arm, left cheek. Taking a breath and preparing for the idea of a bow pose. So bringing it back to the middle. Forehead down, reaching back for your ankles, wherever that may be. If you need yoga straps, blocks, hopefully you've had them. And we kick into our hands to lift the chest. And then as that becomes comfortable, start to press harder, lifting the legs up off the mat. Maybe your breath finds our way rocking. But then we're going to come down, rest on the right cheek, and bend the left side. Back through middle. And we're going to press our way back into a child's pose. So stretching everything neutral. So that's this child's pose is legs together, arms down, behind you, forehead down. Breathing into the spaces in your back and your spine for a few moments. Ultimately, you're going to be bringing those hands back forward, placing yourself into position for what will be a locust pose. So taking those hands behind the back, feet up, arms up, chin up, and breathing into the belly. Feet together, cobras, it's locusts, the feet are together. That makes the tail. Bringing it back down, pressing your way back into a child's pose. Taking a moment's rest. Then we'll make our way up for our final spinal twist. So sitting up on our hips, legs straight out in front, bend in that right leg about knee, and then to the outside of the right knee. Go ahead and wrap the left elbow around your right knee, take the right arm behind the back, fingertips facing back, support your spine. Inhale, reach up, bring the elbow across the knee, bending the arm to the hip and rotating. Spending a few breaths here, breathing deep into the belly and the chest, and hopefully pressing your way and looking further around the back. Unwinding. Everything's always out the way you came in. Left leg up, across, prepping, hand left behind. Inhale right up, hip, breathe. And then bringing it back to the middle. Preparing for savasana for a few moments, laying flat on the ground, just kind of checking the time. So savasana, corpse pose, feet are just a little bit more than hip width apart. As we lay back and down, sacrum turned under, shoulder blades turned under, palms turned up. And it's time to body scan. So calling attention to the left toes, outside to inside. Bringing the big toe all the way to your little toes. And working your way up through the foot. Feeling the surface of the skin all the way to the inside, the hard bone, the supportive structure, to the ankle. The lower lower leg. And into the lower leg, left knee, front side, back side, inside, outside, left thigh, making your way up. And over into the left fingers, finding your thumb all the way through the digits. Through your palm, left wrist and forearm, and breathing into that elbow, arm, chest, left shoulder. Taking a breath down to the right side, right toes, big toe, and all of the other toes. With the whole of your foot, making your way into the ankle. And again, noticing the outside to the inside. Through the lower leg, right knee, knee pocket, to the right thigh and hip, to the right hand, thumb and fingers, palm and wrist, and through the right forearm and elbow and upper arm into the shoulder, breathing into the right chest and into the hips, feeling the back side around to the front into the dish of the pelvis. Continuing that breath from the back side of your spine to the front side of the belly. Moving your way up to the mid-back, through the rib spaces, noticing your breath. The upper back into the front of the chest. And finding the spaces between the ribs that allow the lungs to expand and relax. The neck, front side and back side, working your way up and around the head and into your face. Eyes, nose, cheeks, mouth, tongue, let everything soften and relax. Back, 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 and down. And continue with your breathing for the next few moments, allowing the body to become softer. Enjoying the time that you have spent for, with, and on yourself. And knowing that as you take care of yourself, you learn how to help care for others. What we do here on our mat does affect others. Whether we choose to share it or not. So you may pause the video to take your time in savasana. You can roll over onto your side, sit up, preparing for a brief pranayama, sitting in a comfortable pose. Pranayama, breath work. So with this breath, it'll be alternate nostril breathing. We'll breathe out through the left, in through the left, hold, out through the right, in through the right, hold. And we will continue with this for a few moments. If you need to clear your nose, you may blow it. Grab a Kleenex. We will be taking our hands, fingers in, our two-piece fingers, tucking them in, using our ring finger and our thumb to block our nostrils. You can inhale to clear, but then we will inhale, block the right, and then exhale through the left. 6 count inhale. Hold for 4. Exhale right. Inhale for 6. Hold for 4. Exhale 6. And continue. Exhale left, right. Inhale right. Hold. Exhale. You will be ending your exhale on the left. You can continue that for as long as you like. Our breaths may be different as well, so finding the expanse of your own lung space and breath is worth experimenting. But when you are finished, come to sit quietly with your focus simply on your breath. Your focus, your concentration for another few moments. If you can work your way to about 5 minutes, that is ideal for beginning yoga practice and meditation practice. Again, being a video, you may sit here for as long as you like. And I will close this session with the sound of Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, our own sound of creation. Shanti meaning peace. Peace, peace, as we all need it. Now as ever, so above, so below. receptive, always within. Thank you for sharing this time space with me.